guys, what is up? It's Jdyo and I am back with another Game Talk video, YouTube's favorite show where we talk about upcoming video games and the expectations that we have towards them and what these games need to have to meet our expectations and not be complete and total flops. We have seen a lot of video games in the past where we have high hopes, where we are excited about them, where we are ready to play them and anxious to play them, and they have just been absolute letdowns. So today we're talking about Cyberpunk 2077. I'm going to be hitting some points on what our expectations currently are for this game and what the developer needs to do to make this an amazing video game. And I'm really excited about this one. I'm a little bit late to the party. I know that it has been announced and the craze for Cyberpunk has been going on for quite some time now because of the Keanu Reeves showing at E3. But I was waiting to see if there was any more updates that we were going to get about the game between E3 and now, to see if there was any new news that I would be able to touch on, and there hasn't been. I didn't really expect there to be, but just in case, I wanted to wait a little bit to give my opinion and to give a list of things that I think this game needs to have to meet our expectations. Now, first off, let me say this game is damn beautiful. This game is amazing looking. This game looks fantastic. I've never seen a cinematic trailer as amazing as Cyberpunk's was. This cinematic trailer was absolutely unreal in my opinion. Just visually stunning. It looked like a movie, but at the same time you knew there were video game mechanics mixed in with it. And let me just say, the storyline from what we got looks fantastic. I have not seen a storyline for a video game that I've been this excited about in a very long time. The storyline is something I didn't even realize I wanted, and then once they showed us what it was, I realized I wanted it more than ever. Something in the future that is crazy. Everyone has gotten out of hand with these body upgrades, these mechanical upgrades that you put on yourself, weapons inside of your body, just things like that. Crazy future. It looks insane. It looks amazing to me. In my opinion, the storyline, they nailed it. It's something that everyone has immediately been drawn to, and it is something that I think they can do a very good job on, but they also can completely butcher it at the same time. I'm really anxious to see how, as far as the story aspect of the game, how it develops. I'm really anxious to see that. I'm super excited about it as well. I'm trying not to get my hopes up, but man, this game just looks amazing. Again, aside from the visual effects of it and the actual storyline, there's something else that games obviously need, which is gameplay, game mechanics, and just what you can do in the game to progress. There have been so many amazing storylines within games that have just completely fallen apart because of the actual game mechanics. Now, what I mean by that is I think Cyberpunk needs easy controls. I think they need standard controls. I've seen a lot of games that are just very hard to get the hang of. Not necessarily destroying the game, but it just really makes the gameplay a lot more annoying, in my opinion. An amazing game that has really easy to use and really easy to learn controls is a great game. I think that that's going to be a big one, and I also think just the game mechanics need to be really good. They're going to need to have a good skill tree. They're going to need to have a great leveling up and XP system. If they don't have any of those, this game is going to fall flat. With a storyline this amazing, we need a game that has intriguing game mechanics. We need something that will be easy to level up but not too easy, and we will need a good crafting system. I think any roleplay game needs a fantastic crafting system, which is something we have seen fail many times in the past. Now, what I mean by that is I think we need to be able to have the ability to gather certain items to create new items. That sounds very straightforward and obvious. A good crafting system is obviously something you gather materials to create something new. But again, I've seen this fail so many times in the past. We need a good way of that happening. We need it to be, you can go out and explore the world where you can find new items to create new items in a way that is actually fun to do instead of a way that is very annoying to do. The Division is a very prime example of how this flopped. You had to have these materials that they didn't really make easy to find necessarily, and they also were very unimportant. They made you find these materials, then they made you have to have these blueprints to make this. They made you be a certain level to make this item, and then once you crafted the item, it turned out to be something that was incredibly subpar. They butchered the whole crafting system. Now, if Cyberpunk can make a system where you can go out and find these materials decently easily, we don't want them to be handed to us, but you can actually have little side quests where your main goal of the side quest is to go find these materials. If you can go and find these materials, you can come back to where wherever the sanctuary or the base or wherever you want to call it, wherever the base of operations is inside of this video game, you can come back to it, you can put them together, and you can create this item. And we want to be rewarded. We don't want it to be like the Division where we killed ourselves to get these materials, we went out and grinded to get this blueprint, and then it turned out to be a garbage gun. We want it to actually be something worth our time, where we feel rewarded for going out and gathering the materials and crafting the item. We want to feel rewarded for it. Now, the next thing I think Cyberpunk needs, I think we need to have good items in the game. Now, what I mean by that, I think we need to have shields, and I think we need to have good guns. I think we need to have good armor. I think we need to have something that we can upgrade continually, something where we have something to look forward to and to work towards, something where we work towards it, we grind for it, and we feel rewarded for getting it. A perfect example of this is Borderlands 2. Every time you would farm the bunker or you would farm a certain boss and you finally got that legendary item, you always felt like it was worth it. It was a fun time farming, and it was an even better time once you actually got the gun. I think Cyberpunk needs something exactly like that. I think we need not necessarily farmable bosses, although that would be amazing, but things where you can grind towards this goal, and then once you finally achieve the goal, you feel completely happy about it. You don't feel like you wasted your time, you don't feel like it was whatever, and you don't even care about the item you just received. It is completely worth your time. I think we need to have guns that are only achievable in a certain way possible, and once you achieve that, you get this amazing gun that helps you out throughout the game, or this amazing item, or this amazing shield, whatever the case may be. You guys get the point. I think we need to feel rewarded in this game, which is something a lot of other video games have really failed at. So although that the storyline looks amazing, the graphics look amazing, there's a lot more that needs to go into Cyberpunk for it to meet our expectations. As long as it is a good roleplay game, as long as we have good game mechanics, good crafting mechanics, and things like that, I think this game is going to be amazing. And then the one last thing I wanted to touch on is something everybody could have seen coming, and that is microtransactions. If there are microtransactions in the game, whatever. Don't make it obligated to have microtransactions, or else this game is going to fall flat real quick. If there's a certain gun that you have to pay for to use, immediately this game is going to fall flat. If there are certain cosmetics that are awesome that you just think, wow, I would love to look like that, but you have to pay for it, it's immediately going to fall flat. If the cosmetics that come with the game are not visually stunning, if they don't look all that great, and then the cosmetics you have to pay for look amazing, this game will fall flat real quick. If there are microtransactions, whatever, but don't make us obligated to get them. And that's all that I have for Cyberpunk. I think this game is going to be amazing. I've never played any other games developed by this software developer, so I really don't know what to expect, but the fact that Keanu Reeves is in this game immediately makes it something that I am very much looking forward to. I'm super excited for Cyberpunk. Let me know what you guys think down in the comment section below. If you're not already following me on Instagram, make sure you go ahead and do so. I post memes, I post super popular videos. I love Instagram. I'm having a blast on it, and I also keep you guys updated with my channel through Instagram. So make sure you guys go and drop a follow over there at Jdyo Gaming, and I will see you guys in the next episode. Peace out.